Hello guys, welcome to all of you again in my channel. So this is a continuous series of my previous video tutorials. In my previous video tutorial, we have created a API for saving the data by accepting from the UI. So if you have not seen that video, I will give that video the link in description. You can check there. So this is the API for saving the data. So we are passing the data from this UI. So this is the registered JSP. So this is the name, address, DOB and image. So all fields we are passing from this page, and it is accepting in this backend in that API and stored in the database. So this is the uh, save student survey that save student data. So with the student field and also image are saving the database. Okay, and now in this today in this video tutorial we will see how we can fetch that image from the database. We will see how we can fetch single data by passing the id, and how we can fetch the data by passing the id. We can fetch the image only, and we can see how we can see the all student list of student in the UI. Okay, so we will see UI. We will create UI for that, and we will see how we can flow the data. Okay, so just go to this uh, view, and view in our home.jsp. We need to create another link for that. First run the program and check all these things are working or not from previous. Okay, our program is relaunching. Just wait for some time. I will add this code also in GitHub. You can check there from. You can also get this code from the GitHub also. Yes. Click here for registration, and Tarun address is Bhubaneswar, date of birth, file. Okay. Submit. Yes, that means the data is saving successfully in the database. Just go to the MySQL and check. Yes. So this is a large data. This is a photo .jpg. Okay, and you can see here also a data is added to the our uh, path also. Okay, this is our image. Just refresh. If you will just refresh, and you will got this image here. So now here we'll add another link for see the get the image. Okay, so this is one link, and this is another link, and this is another link. So this is for uh, get data by id. This one for get image. We will fetch only image by id, and this is for we can directly give the link also, that our URL also here, and no need to show first. This is id. We need to pass the id. Okay, so this is for get all data. Okay, so for get all data, this is our list student, uh, all data list. Okay, copy it and you can paste it directly here. Click here for get all data and this one for click here for get image uh, by ID, and this one is click here for get object by ID. Okay, just save and run it. Okay, just go to the browser and check, or yes, all the link we have got here. So it will not work because we have not created the backend code for it. It will also not work. But yes, so we need to create the backend code for all this hyperlink. Okay, so just give this break statement. Okay, now we need to create form for that. Okay, so in this view, create the file other, and this is JSP file. So name is ID student ID dot JSP. Taking student ID. You can give any name here, no issue. So here I will create a form for taking and giving the ID input. So okay, and inside this form we need to create a field. Enter the ID. Input type equal to text, name equal to ID, ID equal to also ID, and on button I will create for submit. Button, that is for submit. Input table to text, name equal to ID equal to ID, and button to submit. So and action equal to get all the image. We need to paste. This one is our action. Okay, in the same way, we need to create another form also for passing the get the image only. Get image. Okay, so uh, this is our URL get mapping URL. And method equal to get. Okay, and here also method equal to get. You need to write the method type. What is the type of this method? Which type of request it is going to handle by this method? Okay, just save it and rerun the application. Okay, our application is running successfully. Just go to the browser and refresh it. Yes. Also, you need to give one bear tag here also. So this is for registration. This is for click. Here for get object ID. Okay, so we need to write the backend code for it to redirect to this page. On home controller, just create some controller here. Yes, like get mapping. Get student object. This one for get student profile image. Okay, so change it. This get student object and get student image, and this will redirect to our get image.jsp student image. Get image page, and this will redirect to our student ID. Student ID. Sorry, this will need to create here. Okay. Uh, and both are get mapping. Okay. Just save it and run. Just wait for some time. Application is relaunching again. In my controller, home controller, so there is already a home controller being. Okay, so we need to change the controller also. So this is for Go to our home.jsp, visit home.jsp, this one, and for get student ID, this one is our link, hyperlink. So this is for get student object link, get data by ID, and this is for our get image by ID. Get image by ID. Okay, just save it and relaunch the application. So we need to change the handler method also, mapping URL. Okay, application is run successful. Just go to the browser and check. Yes. Now click here for get object by ID. Okay, so if I will pass the ID 1, it is not taking the input 1, submit. Okay. This one is working. Okay, we need to write the backend code for also, and this is also for working. Okay. Register form public string register. This is for registration, and this is for just write a comment here for register page. Okay. So our ID, the type of ID is int. Okay. Okay, no issue. Student ID method equal to get input table to test name equal to ID equal to ID. So it will come to the student slash ID. So we can accept that ID in request param also. So just make it student, and in controller accept this ID for get data. This one for student data. So accept this ID here. It will come from request param. Okay. Because if we are using the UI, then it will come through the request param only. Request param int ID. Okay. So just save and relaunch the application. Yes, application started. Just to go to the browser and refresh here. Click here for get object by ID. So if I create one, submit. Okay. So now we got the data here successfully with the ID, name, and the address, date of birth, profile image. Also, all the data we are getting. In the same way, in home.jsp also you need to write a break tag here. Okay, break tag. In home controller for get the image also, just change URL only get profile image, and here take the at the rate request param as ID from the UI, because when we are pass the value from the in your path, we can access through address path variable, but now we are passing the ID from, with the help of request param, only with the request only. This is request param. It will pass from the request param only. Okay, so just save it and run the application. Okay. Our application is started. Just go to the browser and just refresh this one. Okay, for registration, get by object by ID and for get image by ID. Okay, so give the input. Okay, so it will not displaying the image equal to 1. Just give another 3 to 404. That means image not found. Get image by ID. Just go to the controller. Okay, so what is the error here? Uh, just relaunch the application again. Okay, yes, we have passed the URL as hello. We have passed the URL as ID int ID. Okay, so we need to change the ID here, because we are not passing the ID as path variable. We are passing the ID directly from here. Okay, so just save it and relaunch the application again. Yes, application started. Just go to the browser and this is our get for object by ID. So here we will get the whole object. Okay, so you can design as yourself. I am not designing anything here. I am just fetching the data only. And for get the image, just pass the ID here. Yes, so we got the image. And for the image last, that is ID 15. So if ID will pass the ID 15, submit. Okay, we got the profile image. Okay, and now get for registration and the ID uh, fetch the whole object, individual object by ID will work and working, and the get image from ID, it is also working, and the last one is get all data. So how we can get the list of student, list of data here? Okay, for that just go to the controller and the controller student all student data, get mapping and return all student data, student dot get all student data. Okay, so just go to this home.jsp terrible student, all student, click on get all student data. Okay, slash student it will get this URL, or we can create a page for this also. Just save it and relaunch the application and test it working or not. If it will not work, we need to create a page for that also. Okay, it is not working, so do one thing, uh, just make here get all student data, and when we will click here and create a JSP. All student list. Okay. Student list. Okay. Okay, so to get the all student data, we have not created a view here. All student data, no view is found here. So if we want to directly return the data, we can do one thing. We can directly write here the response body. Okay, so it will return the direct JSON data as it is. So just make it response body and uh, save and relaunch the application. Okay, so now it is relaunching the application. Yes, application is started. Just go to the browser and refresh it, and just click here for get all student data. Okay, so now you can see we have got all the 15 records. Yes, this is our last data, and this is past data. So all 15 data we got here. So you can also create a UI for that, and you can return to data to that UI also. Okay, for JSP page you can create, and there you can create a table also, and you can design the UI as your choice. Okay, so but this is how we can get the data from the database, and in database all the 15 records are there, all the data we are fetching. Okay, so a quick recap what we have seen in today's tutorial. First we have fetching the data by ID, so we have passed the ID here as a request param, and we get the total student object here. Another one is we are passing the ID as the request param, and we get the image only. So here we are passing the image before displaying in the UI. So we are get the whole only image. When we pass the student ID, we get the student profile pic here. This is the API for that, and this is the API for get the student object, and this is the student for get the whole student object. So we are direct returning the student data in as JSON by writing the response body. So if we will not write the response body, you need to create a UI for that for all student display, and there you can display the data also. Okay, so thank you guys, and this is all about in this video tutorial, and if you think that you have learned some knowledge from this video, please like and share video with your friends, and please subscribe the channel, by which I can motivate and I can make more and more video regarding this topic. Okay, thank you guys.